find ways to beat the summer heat with delicious treats that are so easy to make at home. Oh, friends, it is so hot out there. My name is Angela. I'm the Inquisitive Farmwife, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. I live in Northeast Kansas, and right now we are having a heat wave. We just had our county fair, and typically that is the hottest week of the year, but we got lucky. That was last week, but the heat still came, and we are still reaching those triple digits. We're hot, the animal's hot, everybody's hot, everything's hot, and we're just miserable. This morning I woke up 95% humidity, and it was like, I don't remember, in 80s, I believe is what the temperature was when I went out to milk at 6 a.m. Whew, it's a bear. It's a bear. I'm going to share with you a refreshing drink and a snack that is perfect for these heat waves. Let me grab my apron and we will get started. All right, aprons on, I'm mic'd up. If you haven't noticed, this week's also our anniversary, so my hubby surprised me with a new mic to use. Let me know if you can see a difference down below. I'm excited because it's one of those wireless ones, so as I turn around in the kitchen and I do things, we can still talk and hopefully you can still hear me. I've gathered up a few ingredients. I went out to the garden and I got some fresh mint. We've got some cucumber, some cantaloupe, and cheese. All right, who knows what they think I might be doing? Let's find out. You may not know it, but the farmer, he loves fresh cucumber water. He went out and got himself this special glass pitcher, and he's been making cucumber water all week. And I thought I am going to show you all just how easy it is, and we're going to kick it up a little notch. He likes to use this slicer. I'm guessing probably on about a 2. And he slices up the cucumbers. Usually he uses 2 rounds on this. This round's pretty much over, but I want to go ahead and add another one because I don't want the addition to take over. Now I like to take off the ends. They can be kind of bitter sometimes. And we're going to slice this right into our glass jar. Whoa! Okay, now we're going to slice this into the jar. Try to get yourself a fresh, crisp cucumber. This is a small cucumber. It's also a small pitcher. We're going to put those right there. And this is what I'm adding to it to bring a little something extra. My mint has gone crazy in the garden. If you've ever grown mint, you know this. It can be very, very invasive. Oh, I must tell you. Oh, it smells divine. Oh, it's just wonderful. But speaking of divine, I didn't realize they could be a vining plant. Usually you trim them up when they start growing up, but there was a few sneaky ones that got past me and I didn't notice, and they were under the parsley and they popped up back in behind, and they had grown up and down and around. And let me show you something. Can you see this? It was starting to root. Here's another one, and along here. This is how they continue to propagate. So you'll never run out of mint. Once you buy one plant, you should never have to buy any more. So what had happened is it had snuck behind and was rooting and was trying to take over my herb garden, and we couldn't have that. So I snipped these 2 that I saw and thought, ooh, let's add those to the cucumber water and give it a little something. So all I'm going to do is just pinch off the leaves and add them right in. Add as little or as many as you want. Have you ever had cucumber water before? Have you ever put mint in your water? Now, I know some of us have had mint tea. Do you put it in your cold brew tea? How about your sun tea? I can imagine watermelon with this mint would be good also. And I happen to have watermelon, so we just might do that too. Next, I'm going to fill this full of ice. Now water. Now the ice sitting in the refrigerator would kind of muddle your mint and your cucumbers just a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and take my wooden spoon and kind of give it a head start because I am thirsty, it's hot, and I want a glass of this now. So I'm going to take, and we've got this lid that filters out any of the big bits. So I don't have to have the cucumber in the water if I don't want to. But the trick is you want ice in there even if you put it in the refrigerator. So now this is going to go into the refrigerator for later this afternoon. But I've got to give it a try now. It smells nice. Very, very refreshing. Definitely taste the cucumber because we already had some as a starter. I bet by an hour from now, maybe 2, I'll really be able to taste the mint. Who needs soda pop when you can make your own flavored water? Now that we have a refreshing drink, let's make a little snack too. I was at the grocery the other day because my cantaloupe are not ready, and I got a cantaloupe, and I sure hope I picked out a good one. It smelled like cantaloupe, and usually if you get the bottom where the stem end is and you give it a sniff, it smells like cantaloupe, it's usually going to be a good one. Let's go ahead and give this a quick taste. Took out the seeds, took off the outer skin. Let's give it a taste. It's really not too bad. It's not homegrown, but it's not bad. Now, if this would have been homegrown from, say, another farmer or something, or even one of my own that I really, really liked, I would definitely save the seeds. But this one's kind of meh, and it's store-bought. I don't really think it's worth saving. So these can just be treats for the birdies. And now I'm just going to quarter this so it's a little easier for me to work with, as I'm going to pull that right off the skin. And this part can go to the chickens too, but I didn't leave much orange, so there's really not much that they would like. My goats enjoy this kind of stuff too. There, that one went a little bit better. It's been a hot minute since I've had a fresh cantaloupe. I guess I'm out of the groove of it, because I kind of like to just take it and let the knife do the work and then just rock the cantaloupe. I do this with watermelon and all sorts of things. My knife also could use a sharpening. I've gotten a little behind on that too. Now, if I were going to just serve this like as a meal, my grandma would always have these little wedges and put 1 or 2 on your dinner plate. Sometimes for us kids, she'd even cut them, you know, real small and thin. But today, I'm wanting to cube these. Approximately, I don't know, 1/2 to 1 inch. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay. And then I've got a block of Colby Jack cheese. Cheddar is perfectly fine. Whatever, really, you could probably get away with any kind, but I personally like the Colby Jack. The farmer later stated that he wished I would have done a sharp cheddar instead. And we're going to take this, and I also want to cut this into cubes. Got myself a little container, and I'm going to put in some cantaloupe, and then I'm going to layer in some cheese. And then cantaloupe. And more cheese. And we're going to keep doing this till I've got through the entire cantaloupe and the entire block of cheese. And here it is, cantaloupe and cheese. Cantaloupe and cheese. Is that new to you? Is that something you've had before? Let me know in the comments below. This is a favorite poolside treat that my husband's family introduced to me years ago. You just take a piece of cheese and a piece of two or cantaloupe. So good. So good. I like the Colby Jack. I'm sure you could experiment with all different kinds of cheese. If you let it sit in the refrigerator for maybe 30 minutes or so, the cheese will soften a bit and take on the juices of the cantaloupe, and it just really is delightful. I hope that you give this a try. Share with me down below, what kind of things are you doing to beat the summer heat? Bye for now, friends. See you next time.